What's up guys, welcome back to another Euro Fantasy 2021 video. This is the third part of my series for top 10 players in each position. This position is going to be focused on top 10 defenders for the first match day, so let's get stuck into it. At number 10 I've gone for Alioski. He's only priced at 4.5 million, selected by 4%. He is playing for North Macedonia, who aren't exactly the favourites to go far in this tournament. In fact, they're probably ranked the weakest team in the whole tournament. However, the reason I've chosen him is because he is very, very attacking for his team. A lot of play goes through the left wing back spot, which is exactly where he plays. If that's not enough, he's also on penalties, which is a massive bonus for any defender. He's also playing against Austria, who I really don't rate that highly as a side. I do think he's a really solid pick at 4.5 million. You can't get a much better bargain at that. And for being on penalties, that's the reason that I've gone with him as my number 10 spot. At number 9, I've gone for Spinazzola. He is priced slightly in the premium bracket at 5.5 million, selected by 4%. He is also in competition with Emerson to start, but one of the benefits about any Italy players is that we do get to see the lineup before they play their match. So if he doesn't start, there is a straight swap who I would recommend to be Andy Robertson, who plays for Scotland. He's also 5.5 million. But if he does start, Turkey is not a bad fixture that Italy to keep a clean sheet against, purely because Italy is a very, very good defensive side. Spinazzola is a very, very attacking defender, which is why I've chosen him over Bonucci, Chiellini and Florenzi. Even though Florenzi is also attacking, he is 0.5 more expensive. So yeah, if I was to go with an Italy defender, I would go for Spinazzola, but do keep an eye on the lineup, and if he's not starting, potentially go for Florenzi or go for a straight swap at an alternative number 9, Andy Robertson. So yeah, number 9, I've gone for Spinazzola. Number 8, I've gone for Ricardo Rodriguez, who plays for Switzerland. He's priced at 5.5 million, so again in the premium bracket, only selected by 2%. However, two of the main benefits for this guy is number 1, he is on penalties for Switzerland. He has missed some previous penalties. I think the most recent 2 penalties he did miss, so that could put him in doubt for taking penalties. However, even if that's the case, the Switzerland are also a very, very good defensive side, and they're playing Wales, who they don't always score that many goals. They do struggle to score goals, Wales. Switzerland are a very good defensive side, so I do think that puts them in for a good chance of keeping a clean sheet. So that's why I've gone for number 8, Ricardo Rodriguez. Number 7, I've gone for Jan Bednarak, who's only priced at 4.5 million. Again, a real bargain player for someone with such a good starting fixture. Only owned by 6%. Yeah, like I say, first fixture is against Slovakia, who really struggle to score goals. They're one of the weakest sides in the tournament. Again, Poland, a relatively decent side, but my main reason for picking him is just simply because the opposition is so weak, and 4.5 million is just such a good price. There are other 4.5 million options. In fact, there's a lot of 4.5 million options in this tournament, or in this game, I should say. But I do think he is a solid option, especially if you're looking to pick from a fixture which is slightly further down the line. Poland, I think, play on the 4th day of the match day 1. So yeah, could definitely be a good pick. So that's why at number 7 I've gone for Jan Bednarak. At number 6 I've gone for Benjamin Pavard. He is actually a player who's in my team. Definitely a premium player, priced at 6 million, only owned by 6%. But however, France are a very, very good defensive side. We've seen that time and time again with their manager Deschamps, and they can play really, really solid football. They are favourites to win the tournament, and that means that I do think they'll keep clean sheets. Even if their first fixture is against Germany, they've got a lot of attacking talent, Germany, I do think France will control that game, and I do think they'll get off to a good start in this tournament. So yeah, I also do think that Benjamin Pavard, he plays right back for France. He does get up and down that right wing, so he also may get you an assist, which is one of the reasons why I've chosen him over other options. Even though he is premium, that added potential of attacking returns as well as a clean sheet, I do think he's a really good option. So that's why at number 6 I've gone for Benjamin Pavard. At number 5 I've gone for Pau Torres. He's only priced at 4.5 million. He's actually quite highly owned at 26%, and I think that's probably one of the reasons playing for such a highly renowned team such as Spain when he's so cheap, and with the season that he's had in the Liga, I think that he's really, really one of Spain's star players. So talented for someone so young. And at the same time, the fixture against Sweden is not a bad fixture. Sweden, they are going to struggle to score goals. They've not got that many good goal scorers. And Spain, they just control games so well. They control the possession. They've got such a great midfield. I do fancy him to, strongly to keep a clean sheet. And at only 4.5 million, he's such a great pick. So that's why number 5, I've gone for Pau Torres. And number 4, I've gone for John Stones. And probably not the most popular pick, especially with people doubting England's defence with Harry Maguire missing. And they've not got that well renowned of a defence, England. However, one of the reasons I've picked John Stones is because he can pop up with a goal every now and then. He's shown that time and time again for Man City. And also, England are set piece specialists. They're going to need someone to get in the box and to head the ball. And I do think he does like to pop up with a goal in the box, which means that England are probably, if they are going to score goals from set pieces, he's probably going to be involved, which is why I really do like him as a pick. I also do fancy England to keep clean sheets. They've got a decent group, and I do think Croatia's a good first fixture. That means he's got a chance of getting a goal, but he's also got a good chance of keeping a clean sheet. So that means at 5.5, even though that's slightly expensive, I do think that's actually quite good value for money, and to be only selected by 11%, I think that's a really good option, John Stones. That's why he's at number 4. So yeah, number 4, I've gone for John Stones. And number 3, I've gone for Simon Kjær. He is pretty much joint also with another defender who's priced at 4.5, who plays for right back for Denmark, called Miley or Maley. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But they're more or less the same for me. They're pretty highly owned. And the reason I've gone for him is because Denmark are playing probably one of the weakest attacking sides in the tournament in Finland. He's only priced at 4.5 million. That's probably the reason why he's so highly owned. That first great fixture, along with the price, is the reason why he's at 26%. He's just such a solid pick, and Denmark is such a solid defensive side. They've got a good defensive midfield. They've got good centre backs. He also may even pop up with a goal. You never know, but he's one of their star. I wouldn't say he's not one of their star players, but he's one of their veteran players in Denmark, and for that reason, he's very likely to start. And I also think that he's very likely to keep a clean sheet. So for that reason, I've put him at number 3. Number 2, I've gone with a bit of a surprise pick in Nuno Mendes. Initially, I was going to go with Cancelo, who is 6 million, and he's also a very, very good player. So there's no doubts that Cancelo is also a really good pick. But Nuno Mendes basically plays left back for Portugal, and I only found out that recently. As I wasn't that familiar with who was playing left back for them. But it turns out it's this young guy, he's only 18 years old, but he's priced at 4.5 million, and such a talented player at left back. Portugal really like to keep a clean sheet against Hungary. They're a really, really great defensive side. I couldn't fault you for also picking Cancelo because he's a really good attacking right back as well, and also very like to keep a clean sheet. But if you want to go for a budget option, this is the main reason I've chosen, is because he's only 4.5 million. Which for a Portugal defender is pretty much unheard of. I mean, the rest of the picks, Patricio's 5.5, Ruben Diaz 6 million, Pepe 5 million, and I think Fonte's 5 million also. But Pepe and Fonte, you don't know who's going to start between them, but it is pretty certain that Nuno Mendes is going to start. As well as that, he could be getting up and down that left wing as well. He may also get an assist. So I think 4.5 million is an absolute bargain for a Portuguese defender. Very, very light to keep a clean sheet, potential attacking returns. That's why I've put him at number 2. I think he's a really, really solid pick. So yeah, Nuno Mendes at number 2. Number 1, I've gone with a pretty obvious pick, similar to my top 10 forward spot where I chose Lukaku as number 1. I think that Jason Denayer is a pretty obvious number 1 pick. He's relatively highly owned at 19%. Also very, very cheap. And when you compare him to the likes of Courtois, who's 6 million, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, who are 5.5, and then you've got the likes of Thorgan Hazard, who you don't know. I don't think he's classed as a defender, Thorgan Hazard, and you don't know if he might also compete for a different left wing back in that spot, and also for the right wing back spot. Castagne and Meunier are also competing for that same spot, but Denayer is nailed on at 4.5 million. Belgium are very likely to keep a clean sheet against Russia. I think he's just a no-brainer for me. A lot of people will have him in their team. He's also may even pop up with an assist or a goal. I think in one of the recent friendlies, he did assist Lukaku, and I mean that's pretty much exactly what people are going to want to see. They're going to see Denayer assist and a Lukaku goal. But 4.5 million for a Belgian defender for their group as well is just such a bargain. But again, I don't know if Russia will score goals. Yeah, Belgium also a very, very good defensive side. They only conceded 3 goals in the qualifying rounds for the Euros, which is joint top with Turkey. They're a very, very good side. So yeah, no brainer for me. Number one spot is Jason Denayer. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, please smash the like button and stay tuned for more videos.